Today's video is something that I have wanted to film for so long, probably over a year and a half, but for some reason I have just not been able to motivate myself enough to film it. I think I wanted to film like a perfect house tour video for YouTube, and the reality is Nick and I are both really creative people. We're constantly working on projects, and our space is not always as organized as we'd like it to be, so I guess that was part of my apprehension. Some of you know that Nick and I recently got a house, and we actually have to move out of this place within the next week. So before we moved out and before we started moving all of our furniture and items, I thought I would just do a proper house tour to show you guys what our house looks like. I personally love seeing house tour videos, apartment tours. I love seeing how people decorate, and I think you can learn a lot about a person based on their space. I also did a Q&A a while back talking about how much we pay in rent, so I thought it would be kind of interesting to give you guys insight into what the market is like in Los Angeles. We pay $2,300 total. We each pay $1,150 each month, and this will give you a rough idea of what you can get in Los Angeles for $2,300. Although I will say the value of property here in the past 2 years alone has increased, and I already know that our landlords have rented this house as of December 1st, and the new tenants will be paying several $100s more per month than us. It is crazy when you think about the fact that you're basically throwing money away every month. I mean, by all means, renting makes the most sense for a lot of us. I have rented for years and years, but when you really think about it, especially when you're in an expensive city like New York or Los Angeles, it's just like, it's honestly upsetting. We have lived here for a little bit over 2 years. I will be sad to leave, but I'm really excited about our new space, and I have this elaborate plan to fully furnish the new house with secondhand furniture, so hopefully we can make that happen. On to the house tour. Let's get started. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy. This is what our house looks like when you first walk in. Quick heads up, there will be cat toys everywhere. So this is our living room area, and over there is kind of the dining room slash kitchen. We don't really have a proper dining room table, but we eat here frequently. We actually built this table ourselves. I think this house was built in the 1920s, so there are a lot of original details that I really like, such as these built-in bookcases, which have been really handy. I do have plants everywhere. This plant is so insane. It has grown all around this chest, and I'm not quite sure how I'm going to move it. A lot of you have also requested a video on plants and cat-safe plants, which maybe I will do in the future. This is probably my most favorite cabinet, the tea cabinet. I am always cloning my plants, so we have tons of clippings and baby plants everywhere. I could not live without them. They make me feel so much more fulfilled. So secretly, one of my favorite plants is back here, tucked away. This is a rosemary plant that I propagated from a very small clipping that I smuggled home from Mexico City. I also just made a batch of homemade candles. I get tons of questions all the time on how I make my candles, and I do have a tutorial, so I will link that in the description box below if you want to check it out. And yeah, this is the kitchen, and that's the living room. This is frequently where I work on the computer and respond to all of your comments. If you're wondering what it's like to have a dark velour couch with 3 cats, it sucks. It's not ideal. But our friends gave us this couch when we moved to LA. It was in their storage unit, so can't argue with a free couch. By far, the most important thing in this room is definitely the pet hair vacuum. If you don't have one, highly recommend. For whatever reason, this is where we reheat food with the microwave, which is still infrequent. More plants. Picture of me and Nick. This is one of my favorite pictures. We definitely have a shoe situation happening here. And if you look closely, all of our shoes are covered in cat hair because Cartman has a foot fetish. He loves them. He can't get enough. He loves feet and he loves shoes. Yes, we only have a miniature refrigerator. If you're wondering what happened to our old refrigerator, it broke. So we bought a mini fridge, and it's actually worked out pretty well. So here's one more 360 view of this part of the house. So moving to the hallway, all three of the doors on the left side of the hall are closets. Not sure if I even want to show you guys this closet because it's such a mess. But we have like a walk-in kind of closet in here where I basically just hoard boxes and puzzles and DVDs that I don't watch anymore. This is the most important drawer. This is all you need to know. This is my craft drawer with candle supplies, pottery supplies, basically anything I work on that is craft related can be found in this drawer. Twine for wrapping gifts or whatever. There is a lot of plastic in here, and I will say most of these items were not purchased recently, but this is where I keep all the craft stuff. Some very questionable purchases from Amazon Prime. A million pens from when I bartended. This is also where I keep all of my recycled paper and packages and mailers to reuse. The second closet is Nick's, and the third closet is our bathroom toiletry, towel, sheet closet, things like that. On the other side of the hall is the second bedroom. I'm going to be honest, this room had a lot of potential and we never maximized its full potential. I always felt like it could be a really cool office area, but we have basically been using it as a storage closet. On the left is Nick's zone where he makes coffee and sometimes where he writes music. I'm a huge fan of these old type cases. You can find them sometimes at flea markets and vintage shops. I could talk about all the things on here for like hours, but I'll save you the boredom. Wait! These are from our first Christmas tree that we got in our old apartment. I'm such a psycho, I save everything. So this is his area. This apartment has a ton of these kind of built-in shelving units, which I really like because, I don't know, I just have tons of tiny little things that I just want to display everywhere. And then back here is our laundry room slash a plant room. This is one of my favorite plants on the left. It's a pitcher plant, which is a carnivorous plant. Right now it is struggling, but when I get to the new house, I can bring it back to life. Wait for it. It's pretty awesome having laundry in your house. I have not always had that, and it's definitely a game changer. Back here, we have a little side yard. It's basically where Nick will grill. Sometimes he'll drink coffee out here. But yeah, just a little side yard. Okay, moving back. Below this shelf is where my desk used to be, and now it's just, yes, it's full of crap. Okay, moving on to the back of the house. This little cubby area connects to the neighbor's house, and this door always reminds me of Rosemary's Baby. And then we have our bathroom, a standard LA bathroom. Not remodeled, not renovated, but still kind of cute. And again, we have more plants. I just have to have them in every room. I was going to take the litter box out so the bathroom looked nicer, but yeah, we have a litter box in the bathroom and Ruby will just kick litter everywhere, so we have to keep a broom secretly right next to the bathroom so that we can sweep it up 24/7. And here on the right is the bedroom. A lot of you guys have obviously seen this room because I filmed so many videos in here. Going to be honest, it mostly belongs to the cats, as you can see. Ruby? Baby? This is where all the magic happens, aka where I film all of my ASMR videos, right here. We used to have a TV on our dresser, but we gave it to someone because we just didn't feel like we wanted to have one in the bedroom anymore. And I quite prefer to just have plants, honestly. It's kind of nice to have a room without technology and distractions. I bought this bed at like 5 a.m. after a really long bar shift one night when I was living in New York, and I kind of forgot that I bought it, and then it just showed up like 2 weeks later, and I've had it ever since. It's kind of insane. I think when we move to our next place, we are going to get a new bed, and I'll probably sell this. This is the closet. If you want a tour of my closet, I already have a video on that, so I'll link it down below. There's LeBron, who is, I don't even know what to do about him. Basically, we got LeBron a couple years ago. I don't even know if it's been a couple years, but he started as just a baby fiddle leaf fig and quickly outgrew his pot. And then he had a decline in health, and then he just suddenly made a recovery. He's like probably 2 feet higher than the ceiling. I'm not quite sure what to do. This is a plant that I cut off of LeBron, aka LeBron Jr. He's pretty tall too. Over here is a blanket that I made myself. I've made a lot of these, and I'm going to make a tutorial on how to do it in the near future. This is also Ruby's secret lounge spot. Whenever I post videos in my room, a lot of you comment on this picture of the Virgin Mary, and the truth is, I bought this picture at a secondhand store because I love Sacred Hearts, and I'm not actually religious. Sorry to disappoint. I do love the picture. Look at this. No respect for the law. Feet on the pillow. Doing whatever she wants. I have literally slept on the couch before because the cats were taking up so much room in the bed and I didn't want to move them. Can we also talk about this picture of Hannah that our friend drew, even with her little 3 legs? I just cannot deal. It's a beautiful work of art. And then I have another type case back here. There used to be a lot of dried flowers on here, but Ruby mangled all of them hideously, so we had to take them off. Another baby fiddly fig. This is a clipping that I took off of one of my bigger plants maybe a year ago. It's probably like 8 feet by now. Very, very long. Don't underestimate the power of propagation. Ruby? Are you putting your feet on your father's pillow? Okay. Okay, I've closed the curtains so you can get a better idea of just how tall LeBron is. So he's a tall boy. That is a sheer look of evil, I can tell. It's about 3 p.m. in Los Angeles, and it's already starting to get dark here. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing our house. I have so many good memories here, and I'm going to be sad to leave it, but I'm also really excited for our own home, and I can't believe we'll be there in a week. It's pretty surreal. If there are any house-related videos that you guys would like to see or request, then feel free to leave those in the comment section below. I hope you guys have a great night. I look forward to seeing you very soon, and I will talk to you then. Is there room for one more? She's leaving. She hates me. She literally went as far away from me as possible.